My name is Voirol. I work with people who know Photoshop, which is not always to my... if you're wondering about the weird name, I'm originally from Switzerland. I've lived in Australia for 10 years. I've just lost my video as well, which is great. I've been living in Singapore for a year and a half, coming here for a while, and I work at a digital agency called Reading Room. We do digital communications of all kinds, and we've got offices in the UK, Australia, Singapore and Thailand. My job title there is Global Head of User Experience or Global Head of User Engagement. I'm still trying to figure out what that means. The way I explain it to my mum is I make websites suck less. The way she explains it to her friends is he does something with computers. But the bottom line of it is, part of what I do is I'm a user experience specialist. So I do work with our teams across the globe to improve digital communications in all kinds of ways. I'm also a digital strategist, so I look at channels and opportunities. I'm here to talk about customer experience and why it matters to brands. Experiences are about people, and they're about emotions. Experiences, we know that, are shared, and in the age of the world's biggest soapbox, which is social media, that is more important than ever to brands. So, this is a slightly older story that you might recognise. This gentleman here is named Dave Carroll. He's a musician from Canada who flew on United Airlines in the US, and he saw that outside the window that people were throwing luggage around on the tarmac, including his guitar case. And he alerted the flight attendant to it, who said, "Don't talk to me, talk to the lead agent," whatever that is. He spoke to a lady that looked like she was the lead agent, who said, "I'm not the lead agent." And when he finally found the lead agent, she said, "Look, honey, that's why we make you sign the waiver. So just take it up with the ground crew in Omaha." Sure enough, they arrived in Omaha. His guitar was broken to the tune of about $1,200. He asked United to replace, to give him the money for fixing his guitar, $1,200, and they refused. They didn't respond for a while, and they refused thereafter. So he did what any self-respecting musician would do. He went, 9 months later, nothing had happened, so he went and wrote a song about it. And he put that song up on YouTube. It's very entertaining. If you search for United Breaks Guitars, that's the title of the song. 15 million YouTube views later, everyone knew that United breaks guitars, an absolute PR nightmare. And obviously, I don't have to tell you that it cost United a lot more than it would have to just fix the problem, or even better, fix it publicly. But then people think that people generally just go to social media to rant, right? Who goes there to rave? Where are the positive stories? Well, they exist as well. Here's another one. A company called Zappos. They sell shoes online. And this story of a lady who ordered about 8 pairs of shoes for her mother, who was very seriously ill. And she got those pairs, and she found out that, because her mother had started losing weight, a lot of them didn't fit anymore. But she completely forgot to send them back. So she exceeded the time allocated for sending those back and kept them. And normally she'd just get an invoice for those, or for those extra shoes. But she got a call from the customer service department who said, are you going to send these back? You've announced that you were going to send them back. And she said, "Look, really sorry, but my mother has since died and I haven't got around to it, and I will send them back." And they said, "That's fine," and extended the deadline for her. So she was really happy with that customer service. That evening, though, she came home and found an empty Zappos box there for her to send the shoes back in, and a big bouquet of flowers with a note saying, "We're really sorry for your loss." Now, this lady also happened to have a blog, and she wrote a very heartfelt blog post about "I Heart Zappos." And that made the rounds around social media a few years ago, and shows that positive results can produce business results as well. That company got sold to Amazon for $1.2 billion. And they consider themselves a service company that happens to sell shoes. So customer experience through social media is everywhere. So what makes a great customer experience? Is anyone familiar with this gentleman? It's Professor Noriaki Kano from Tokyo University. He's made something called the Kano model. And it's for looking at experiences and investment in them. So on the x-axis here on the Kano model, you see the investment going from low to high. So how much do you invest in something? On the y-axis, you get customer satisfaction from frustration to extreme delight. And if you map those, it looks something like this. There are 3 distinct types of experiences you can have with a product, with a service, or with any type of customer engagement. The first one is basic expectations. Those are the hygiene factors. They are the things that if they're not there, you're not going to be happy and you're going to write about it. If you think about, for example, hospitality, that is having a bed and clean sheets and clean towels, right? If they're there, you're not going to rave about it, right? But if they're not there, people are going to be unhappy fairly quickly.